Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's still Christmassy. When do you take down your Christmas trees? Like, I don't know when I'm supposed to take this down, but it's still there. It should still be there. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Christy, and this is Christy's Pause. You're welcome. Let me wish you a happy new year again. You're welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you're returning to Pause, thanks for being here. You're amazing. I love you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. And if you're seeing this channel for the first time, if you're seeing this beautiful face for the first time, thanks for tuning in. It's a fun place to be. You should consider clicking on the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell. Thank you. So today we're going to be talking about something that this video is supposed to have come up since before winter, but winter is here and this video is just going up. But better late than never, right? It is better late than never. So let's get to this, guys. I don't even know which one should come first or which one should come last or which one. This is in no order of importance. The things I'll be listing is like there's none that is more important than the other. Today we'll be talking about must-have winter gears, things you should have for you to be able to survive winter, like things that should be your go-to right now. So I think in a previous video I mentioned that during winter there were some clothes we had to pack, like we had to do some wardrobe rearrangements. There were some clothes that are presently in bags that are not going to be worn, not going to be used until summer. And that goes for some other items in the house. There are some things that you just, you won't need for this time. So these are what you need to have for winter, for you to be able to just, have a good winter. There's something they used to say here. They say there's no bad weather, there's only bad dressing. So today we're going to be talking about the dressing, everything, dressing for winter and everything in between and outside of the between and, everywhere in between. So the first thing that you must have, like that must be your dressing. This is not just for when you're going out, even when you're in the house, is your socks. Your socks, like even when you're in the house, you need to wear your socks in this weather. And the reason for that is because when you're trying to prevent yourself from catching cold, one of the places on your body you have to cover is your legs. From my experience, from what I've heard, cold gets to your body through your leg, or your leg kind of helps to regulate the temperature of your body. So if your leg is at a temperature where it's kind of okay for your body, then your body will also regulate to that temperature. I don't know how that works, but that's what I've experienced. So even sometimes, and the reason I said that's what I've experienced is because sometimes maybe in the night I feel too warm. Once I remove my socks, because I also wear my socks to sleep. Once I remove my socks, I discover that I feel, better. Like my body feels, I don't feel that hot, like once I take off my socks. And when I'm too cold, once I have my socks on, my body says, okay, I think we are good now. So you need to wear your socks everywhere in the house, and of course when you're going out. So there are thick socks for this weather, really thick. You should get those thick socks for when you are home. So right now you need lots, a box, plenty. I actually have a basket full of socks. And that's one thing you need to survive this weather. Your thick clothes. And like I said earlier, there were some clothes that we packed away that were for summer. Right now is the time we wear our cardigans, our sweaters to office, and nobody is saying, why are you wearing like right now is sweater time. You are going to work, like sweater is your go-to. You can even wear your sweater, maybe your turtleneck sweater, and still wear your jacket on top of it. Like right now it is sweater season. Sweater in the house, sweater when you're going out, it is sweater. But apart from sweaters, there are also some other clothes that are thick. Right now is the time for you to get out your thick clothing. So if you don't have them, if you've been layering up on light clothing, you need to get some at least some few thick clothing, because you actually need those clothing. And that's what will, for example, you are going out, you wear those thick clothing, you still wear your jacket on top of it, and we are coming right there. But right now you need your thick clothing, not your chiffon or your, what are those materials that we used to wear during summer? those material, it's not going to work right now. The next thing you need is your winter jacket. You know, guys, you know why I'm laughing? When we were coming from Nigeria, we actually bought winter jackets. We bought winter jackets. But I bet you those winter jackets when we got here were useless. Like, maybe not so useless. We could wear them for our positive weather, like when the weather is not, is like, say, +2, 3, 4, 5. But when it gets to 0, when it gets to negative weather, those winter jackets are actually not winter jackets. They are like more like cardigans, like, you know, sweaters. The work they will do is the work sweater we do. So it's as good as, you know, you're just wearing 2 sweaters on top of each other. When you wear the jackets, we actually... So I think the only person that got a good jacket from Nigeria was my youngest. We were able to get a really good jacket for him. Though we still had to get him one more when we got here. But the jacket we got from him from Nigeria was actually okay. Was good enough. Like, he still wears it sometimes. Yeah, but for the rest of us, the winter jackets we got is not winter jacket, sir. It's not, it's sweater. So right now you need to get your winter jackets. And you know, some of these winter jackets have, you know, the temperature they can withstand. You know, when you check their labels and all, you see the temperature that these winter jackets can withstand. And you should go for the as high as possible, because you never know. It's better to be warm than to be cold, my dear sister and brother. Right now, it is better to be warm. Like, it's better to feel warm than to feel cold, because it's just better to be warm. So if you feel too warm at some point, you can zip down, you can remove your jacket. It's better you are too warm, you can remove some layers of clothing than your body is lacking some layers of clothing. You understand what I'm saying? It's better to have those layers on than off. So you should check and if you are not able to, some will not have the temperature written on their labels. Just, you know, feel them. How thick are they? Are they lined? You should also check. I'll put up pictures of all these things I'm talking about. Are they lined? You should check for lined winter jackets, thick winter jackets. You know, the thicker they are, I think the better they are, because that means they are lined with things that will help you keeping your temperature in your body. Still talking about dressing for winter, one other thing you need to get that is very important is your winter boots. So right now is not the time for the stilettos and the, you know, sneakers and the... Right now is the time for winter boots, and winter boots should have, you know, those it should have a sole that can grip, because right now the floors are slippery and you can back breaking is a thing. Like, falling down anyhow is a thing right now. Like, you know, I for sure, like, some of the accidents or reason people will be going to the hospital during this time is because they fell down and hit their head or break a part of their body. So right now you need to have shoes on that can grip. And even if you are wearing shoes that can grip, you also need to walk, you know, carefully. Because you are wearing winter boots is not the reason you should not be walking budu, budu, budu. You still need to walk carefully. There's something they call penguin walk. I'll look for a video of penguin walk and put it up right now. When you're walking on the snow, especially if it's snowed for a while and stopped, and the floor is now like ice block, like it gets slippery, you need to walk carefully even if you are wearing your winter boots. But having your winter boots is very necessary. Having your winter boots is important because of the fact that it helps you to walk. You know, it helps your walk better even on a slippery ground, better than your normal shoes will. And apart from that, it also keeps your legs warm, because your winter boot is not light. It has... My winter boot, sometimes I'm like, this is, I call it shuku shaker. It's one very thick. My brother saw it, I was like, this thing, the sole is like the tire of trailer. But the work of that winter boot, apart from helping you to walk well on slippery grounds, is also to help keep your legs warm. Remember, we are started from wearing socks. Your body temperature is dependent on the temperature of your leg. I don't know how that works, but that's what I've discovered. Still talking about dressing, hand mittens are your best friend right now. And when I'm talking about hand mittens, I'm not talking about you don't go and buy hand glove. Don't buy hand mittens are thick. What is also the essence of hand mittens? To keep your hands warm. So you don't want to buy something really light. Hand mittens are also a must-have, to keep your hands from freezing, when you are outside. Maybe you want to. And one other thing I use hand mittens for is, right now there are shocks everywhere. Yes, electric shocks. I don't know. I think because of the cold, there are more electro whatever in the hair. Like you can touch something, and this happens most times when I go to the store, yeah, to get some things. When I touch some parts of, maybe I want to pick an item from the shelf, and my hand touches, I get shocked. I get shocks. It's not all those shocks, but just slight zigzam. I get those shocks. And one thing I use my hand mittens for is when I'm wearing them, before I touch those things, I don't get shocked. So they're like, so that's a tip I'm giving you. If you want to go to the store, or you want to open your, yeah, even when you're opening your car door, you're opening fridge in the malls, like you can get those slight shocks in anywhere. Like it could be anywhere. There are no, it does not come with warning. It doesn't warn you before it gives you that zing. So I use apart from keeping my hands warm with my hand mittens, that's the other thing I use my hand mittens for. So if you find me in the store and I'm wearing my hand gloves, it's not just because, of course, the malls will be heated a bit and all that. So it's not because of cold I'm wearing my hand mittens in the malls. It's because I don't want to be shocked. It's not bad. They are not bad shocks, but no matter how small a shock is, you still feel it in your body. I don't want to feel the shock. So wearing my hand mittens has helped with that. So hand mittens are also very important in this way. The other time I spoke about thick clothing, I forgot to speak about, your pants, your trousers. Now, okay, so in this winter, this year's winter, I've not worn double trousers as much as I did in the last winter. And the reason is because the last winter I took the bus a lot, and I was, sometimes I'll have to wait at the bus stop to wait for the bus. I'll have to, sit in the bus, and the bus is not so heated as much. It's heated, but it's not so much, so you still get cold in the bus. So last year winter, I wore double trouser plenty. Like, you are seeing a black pant, know for sure that there is a jean under that black pant. Last year. But now, because I drive to work, I've not worn, I think I've only worn, oh, okay, so yeah, I remember what I've been doing this winter is I have like a thick leggings that I wear under my trouser. Like, even if it's a pants, even if it's a jean, that thick leggings is thick, but it's more slimmer. It sticks better to my body, so I can easily wear another pants on my leggings. So that's what I've been doing this year, and I've not done it a lot because I've been driving to work, and I don't get to stay in the cold for such long time. So my legs does not have a reason to get cold and all that. I remember there was even a day I wore double trouser, and I had to go and remove one of the trousers in the washroom because I got hot. So that happens. So depending on your situation right now, you might also want to consider wearing double trousers, your jean under, just anything to keep you warm. You don't want the cold to enter your leg when you're standing at the bus stop waiting for the bus, because the bus stop is just one open space. So maybe you might want to consider double trousers depending on your circumstance. Another thing for this weather is Vaseline, any body oils. Those things are your best friends right now, because this weather your skin gets to dry out easily. Like, even your lips, you want to keep your lip balm in your bag. You apply as often as possible. Even on your kids, I've discovered that sometimes we remember to take care of our lips, we don't remember our children. Sometimes it happens, like you just look at your child's lip and you're like, what? And just keep your lip balm, your lip. There's this thing I got, I think it's called a lip mask. That one is, they say it's for the night, but sometimes I use it during the day because I cannot allow, because I get, once you start peeling your lips, you get breakout. Is it breakouts? It breaks. You have wounds on your lips. You don't want to have that. And imagine that wound inside the cold. So you also want to take care of your skin with your body oils, and you want to apply your lip balm as often as you want, as often as it feels dry. And remember also to take care of the lips of your children. I think Vaseline keeps, and the good thing about this weather is, even if I'm using Vaseline right now on my skin, and this weather is just, anything you use, your skin will just be glowing. This same skincare, you can't try it during summer because the weather is hot and you're using Vaseline. It cannot work together. But right now in this weather, whatever you are using on your skin, as long as it's, yeah, something that would keep locking moisture and prevent your skin from getting dry, your skin will glow. So you need those Vaselines right now, those body oils, body butters, to help you during this time. Tip right here is for my ladies them. Yes, I know you have seen all the white people that are leaving their hair out. Of course they don't make styles, it's just their hair that they brush, right? They just brush their hair and maybe pack it up, bring it down, do whatever they want to do with it, and their hairs are still good, it's not breaking. As an African person, as an African lady, you don't want to try that, because your hair is not used to this weather. Something I've noticed is, when you leave your hair out in this weather, especially if you forget to maybe put your hair oil, if you forget to moisturize it very well, you need very well moisturizing. If you forget to do that, your hair breaks out. It breaks, like, you just need to cover that you're combing your hair. I've heard series of testimonies. I don't know if it's testimonies I should call them, of testimonies of people that, before they left Nigeria, they had full long hair, and when they got here, their hairs fell out, and it's due to the weather. So this weather is not the weather you want to keep your hair out. So this is not the weather you want to keep your hair out. It's not the weather where you want to, be packing the eye-bond, or the double shuku, or this is the weather you want to braid your hair or keep your hair in wigs, like Christy right here. Keep your hair in wigs or in braids. For my daughter, I've not used, the first time I used extensions on her hair was when we were coming down. In this weather right now, because she's going to school, the last winter she wasn't going to school, she was home throughout. But in this year's winter, she's going to school, going to daycare and all that, and I have to keep her hair covered. I've started braiding her hair because I can't. It will be sad to groom my hair, look at it the way it's growing, and then because I'm leaving it out in the ash weather condition, I lose all her hair. So I started even braiding her hair, just to keep her hair covered at least with something, even if she cannot wear wig, right? So braids is the go-to for us right now. So this is not the weather for my ladies. This is not the weather you want to keep your hair out. You want to cover it, you want to have your protective styling as much as possible, protective styling against the weather. Those teas, those coffees, those warm drinks, this is also the time. Those hot chocolates, this is the time to keep them going. Have a warm, like, I think I have this small cup that keeps my drinks warm for long periods. Like, if I keep something hot in it in the morning, still evening is still warm, you need a cup like that to keep giving yourself warm drinks during the day. When you are warm from the inside too, it also helps. So you want to have warm drinks as much as you can. It's just to keep yourself warm and nice and toasty. You just right now, staying warm is king. One other thing I'll be adding is humidifier. So I'll put pictures of different kinds of humidifier up right now. The one I'm using is just the normal mist humidifier. I saw one the other day that they said it gives warm mist, like you put your normal water in it and the mist that comes is warm. That is for people that don't want the air to be too cold, but right now you need a humidifier, and the work of your humidifier is to help you. The weather is cold, right? But the air is dry. the weather is cold, you are cold, but the air is dry, and such when you breathe in such air, it makes your throat scratchy, gives you cold and catarrh and all that. I don't know if it is the air that gives you cold and catarrh, but it's the weather just comes with that, and I've discovered that, like, from experience over time, when you have your humidifier, even place your humidifier close to someone that has cold, that is sneezing and coughing and all that, just within an hour or thereabouts, the person will feel better. I tried it myself. There was a day I was at work and I was just coughing, sneezing, blowing my nose, and somebody that had the humidifier in the office, brought her own and said I should, I could use it, and I felt better. Like, I was not I felt better. I was coughing less. My nose, felt like felt emptied, like I didn't have such a blocked nose anymore. So humidifier helps, I make better. If you're supposed to have cold, it will help you not to have it, that kind of thing. And I've also discovered that, before we started using the humidifier, my kids wake up in the morning during this weather. They wake up in the morning looking for water, feeling dehydrated, coughing and all that. But since we started using the humidifier, they wake up, feeling good. Even if they're drinking water in the morning, it's just because they want to have, their first cup of water in the day, not just because they woke up, feeling thirsty and all that. So humidifier helps. Depending on what you need, I use the one that brings the normal mist, doesn't warm it up. You could get the one that will give you the warm mist. So depending on what you need, depending on what feels good for you, those are the tips. Those are the winter must-haves that I have right now. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something. Until we see in the next one, have a beautiful life, guys. Bye.